Hey, Julian Cesc here, and today we have Kári Gunnarsson, the visionary, the brains behind one of the most innovative AI cameras in the paddle world. Clutch.
All right, great. Thanks for coming on the show. Why don't you talk a little bit about yourself and how you came up with this camera thing? And was it specific for paddle or was it for a different sport?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. So our background is, and my background is, I started out playing professional badminton. So I come from another racket sport. And we started out in COVID. So when COVID hit and we couldn't play anymore, we started developing AI for badminton. That was our origin story, was kind of wanting to automate the analysis that we were doing with our coaches at a professional level. So we were spending hours and hours trying to figure out game strategy and
So where was that? You playing badminton? Where was that? Where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Iceland. I grew up in Copenhagen in Denmark, but I was playing badminton internationally. So I was playing the world tour. I was around 100 in the world when COVID started in men's singles. I was training in Spain with the Spanish national team for a year. So that's when I'm based in Spain still. I was playing, on all continents in badminton.
So how'd you get introduced to paddle?
I think it was some friends in badminton that started playing a lot of paddle. And at first I remember I saw it in Marbella in 2021. We were doing an Olympic training camp for one of my good friends who was playing the Olympics in Paris in 21. And we went to one of the paddle clubs in Marbella, and I was like, this is so strange. Like, what are people doing here? Why don't they just either play badminton or tennis? I got hooked as well, started playing more and more. And we had started developing the AI for badminton and onboarded some of the, top national teams in the world to use our software. And we wanted to create something impactful for regular players as well. And really building on a vision that camera technology will become an integral part on any court. So same as you have lights on a court, you'll have cameras that provide some sort of value.
It's almost there. You see it in most of the clubs.
Yeah, it's starting to be there.
So now there's different brands. What sets Clutch apart?
That's a good question. So we, first of all, our AI is pretty powerful. So we have algorithms that track player movement, shots, and detailed variables around shots like the trajectories, whether you're making winners or errors, that kind of stuff. So you can do actual analysis.
How do you determine that? Do you guys do that? Is it proprietary?
It's our development. We don't have patents on it, but it's technology. At the end of the day, anyone can.
Your recipe.
is our recipe, yeah. What sets us apart as well is we are building a very integrated user experience. So we can integrate with booking systems. We can also just create a very seamless experience for the players, from scanning a QR code or making a booking to immediately after their game getting content, so automated highlights.
That's great.
And game insights. So our AI is tracking the game in real time, which is also a technological feat. It requires some high-performing infrastructure behind the camera to actually deliver that experience from, playing your 90 minutes and then walking off court and opening your phone and having a highlight ready.
So you're saying that we can go and play, right? And afterwards we can have an option of acquiring a highlight of our game.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I mean, that's what everybody wants. You know, that is really cool, right?
Yeah. So, but let me ask one thing from the coaching aspect. Would I be able to do with the camera, see how many enforcers my student did or my player did, or how many winners?
Or how many you did,
how many,
playing, which is a lot.
Usually when I play with him,
here we go.
He thinks that, I make up more enforcers than he does.
100%.
But yes,
100%.
But it's never the case.
Yeah.
No.
And that's actually one of the key things that we want to provide is,
we definitely need it.
We need it. We got to check it out.
You're in a different dimension, my friend.
we want to support the on-court banter that you always have. Like, you always want to blame your partner for making the most mistakes.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah.
But isn't that true?
But he doesn't have any objective data to back it up.
Right.
And that's what we want to give you.
That's
it
amazing.
gives you enforcers, winners. Does it give you what else? How many forehands? How many backhands? Beavers, bandejas?
I got a good question. This is more of a coach, and I think this could help you out too. Is when you're coaching, maybe it could show a recap of the player of how he's playing now, and then let's say 5 or 8 lessons in, he can have another recap of his improvement.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yeah. So what the AI does.
Cool. Wow, man, I love it. I love it. It doesn't happen that often. That brilliant idea.
Sparks fly.
He's all show and no go, my friend.
So what the AI does with the video is basically just, it analyzes every frame of the video. So there are 30 frames per second. So, over 90 minutes, that's a lot of frames.
Yeah.
And then saying every time Julian does a shot, it labels it like this is Julian doing a shot. This is an overhead shot. He's standing and in this position on court. And from that, we can, generate data and analysis, but also, for instance, highlights. So if you're a coach and you want to see is Julian improving his overhead shots, then you could take, a highlight video of Julian's overhead shots last month versus what he's doing now, and then analyze.
So how do you do that? I mean, I know you have certain algorithms and certain recipes, as you call it, but is that something the consumer can choose? I mean, how does that work? And how many recipes do you have,
So we're building that into the app in a way where you can actually it's kind of like searching for something in the video. So let's say you have all your matches recorded.
So who does that, the consumer or you guys?
The consumer can do it.
Oh, so the consumer is the one that's going to create their own highlight.
So that functionality is something that we're building. Okay. Right now, it's we present highlights. So the highlights that we present are, the top moments in the game, which is typically the longest rallies, the most attack, highest pace, that kind of stuff. Then we also have a game video where all the breaks are removed, which for coaching purposes is also, makes it more efficient to instead of watching 90 minutes, you're watching 20 minutes. But yeah, this functionality of like searching for particular shots, for instance, or winners or errors is something that we're adding.
I mean, this is going to be, I think, a part of the coaching responsibilities.
I mean, that will be fantastic.
If you can go in there and be as a consumer and pick out some of the highlights, send it to them. That'll be part of the service, and they can understand. Hey, look! Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing it like that. Like you go like, I can't believe I made all those errors.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you think one thing and the reality is another.
I used the way I used to do it is just film it with my phone and then send them the other. But now if the camera can do it by itself, and then you can go back to 10 lessons, 20 lessons, and see how much they improve. I think it could be really helpful. Revolutionary. Yeah.
It also opens up like some opportunity around doing more remote coaching. So for instance, if I am playing in Spain and I get access to Julian and he watches my 10-minute clips instead of like combing through a 90-minute video, and he just gets my data, and I get like a 10-minute recording where Julian is like saying this is
That's great. That's
what you
great
need to
too.
improve.
That's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So walk us, me as a consumer. So I rent a court. Give us the whole process from, okay, I wanna record myself playing the match. So how does that process go? I walk into the court, and what is it?
So
How is that process?
it's either you just scan the QR code on the court.
So each court will have a QR code.
A unique QR code.
Okay.
That's one way. The other way is we integrate with the club's booking system. That requires that the booking system can do that.
So you're basically has an API that you can.
We have APIs, that allow booking systems to integrate with us.
So I got another thing I think will be really, really good. And so right now the issue is that we just the content of like ratings, ratings, you know.
Yeah.
And in order to create a rating, you need data, and half the people don't enter their data in. So if this records everything and can understand what the score is, then they can immediately just upload it to whichever platform is willing to work with you. And then they can create a real rating system based on your performance.
And
or also the app, you know, the software that you guys have should give you an automatic rating. As per AI, you are rated 3.5.
Exactly. And that's one of our biggest priorities actually this year is being super accurate and sharp on tracking winners and errors, because that's sort of the most important ingredient for
reliability.
Exactly. And then using that to have a performance rating. And we're actually working also with
so it's just not winning, it's also your consistency in enforced errors, because you have two people there, and one person could be doing great like me, and the other person can do all the enforced errors, and he benefits from me. You know what I'm saying? All the time. I swear.
Exactly. I hate it when my rating goes down because of my partner messed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's amazing. That's great. I love that. I love that.
So the moment I scan the QR code, automatically the camera starts recording. I don't have to do anything else.
You don't have to do anything else.
And then when I finish, I have to.
You have a notification on your phone saying your highlight is ready and your game analysis.
Now, how quick is that? What's the time?
It's real time. So it's like as you finish the recording, there's like currently a post processing step takes 2 minutes.
Ooh, that's amazing. Yeah, okay, so the big question, the cost.
Yeah.
Who pays for it? The consumer? Is it subscription based? The consumer just pays for one shot deal. The club, do they pay for the what do you call it, the equipment? And is there a subscription based on that, based on services?
Yeah, so we have worked on being flexible in that sense. So the camera, we're selling it with zero margins right now. It's $400 as a one-time fee. And then we have subscription cost, which is either the club can pay for it up front, which gives anyone that plays on that court access. So the club pays a monthly fee.
Oh, so the consumer wouldn't pay then at that point if they pay.
That's one. Yeah, that's.
So how much is it per court to do that, or is it per? How does that work? Is it per court, or which is the camera, or is it per every time somebody plays? Per transaction every time somebody plays, and it has to process that. How does that work?
So we have like a flat fee, which is per court, which is around 200.
Okay. That's 200 a month.
Yeah. Okay. Which is if the club pays for it and makes it available to any like everyone that plays on the court. Right. Then we also have an option where the player pays for it. So like you scan the QR code and then you get. There's just two models there. So if the club pays for it, it's $200 a month. Let's just say the club pays for the cameras but doesn't pay for the service, right? So that the other model is that the consumers or the players, they pay for it. And how much would that be for an individual? Is it per or is it subscription based? Right now it's per recording.
Okay.
We want to launch a subscription as well. We think that probably makes more sense for some people.
If there's a lot more options and a lot more,
Yeah,
I think so.
and it can be annoying having to do it every time. Like if you're using it regularly, then it's easier.
Or maybe the two options.
Yeah, so having the two options.
So how much is it per each time? Pay per
It would be
Highlight.
around $5.
$5. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the cost will be for a club $400 plus the 200 per month. Per
Yeah,
court.
the 400 is a
Just
one-time
for
fee.
One-time
just-
fee for the camera,
Yeah,
and then 200 per court
correct. Yeah,
for unlimited usage.
unlimited usage.
You know, if you got, if the place where you work at has 27 courts, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But typically, not everybody puts them all the courts. They put on the 2 or 3 main courts, right?
Yeah.
We have seen
Or
both. So
you've seen
we
both,
have
okay.
both clubs that have it on all courts, and then some that have it like on 1, 2, 3 show courts.
Okay, so now how do you deal with the streaming? Number 1 is internet speed, and number 2, the quality of the camera. I mean, you know, there's just 2 things. Your camera could do, let's say, 1080 or it could do 4K, but if you can't stream that, then it doesn't really matter. If the sensor's, you know, not full 1 inch, just to say, professional. If it's too wide, how does it look, and what are you seeing?
So it's a Sony lens. It records at 1080 at 30 frames per second.
And I assume the sensor's pretty small,
Yeah.
right? So,
yeah, and
but you're outside a lot. Majority of the time is outside, or is it outside and inside?
both. Yeah, so we have inside and outside courts,
Okay.
and generally had good feedback on the quality. Also, we just added a new microphone, which is a Rode microphone.
Wow,
So
to
you
each
get
camera?
audio
Yeah.
then too.
Wow.
So yeah, and which so originally we the first microphone we were using, we just weren't really satisfied with audio quality.
Most of them don't even have an audio. You know, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and for me it's such a big part of the game
Emotion,
experience.
yeah.
Yeah, the emotion
Yeah.
and the chatter in between players and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I was like, this microphone that we were previously using, like it's just not capturing
Yeah.
that, and I feel like I need that for my
Yeah.
for my highlights.
Does it have a bleep option because he tends to curse a lot. So
At
does
you
it-
for missing all the shots, man. I swear. 1 is okay, 2 is okay, 3. But then you get 4th, 5th.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
come
You know
on.
what I'm
does
saying?
it,
It's
does
too
it
much,
bleep or
bro.
not? That gives you
Hey,
every time.
like I said, I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, man. That's just how I am.
So actually, one of our AI engineers, he's working on automated bleeping of curse words.
All right.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Because
In
you
any
get a lot of
language?
those.
And yeah, so,
Because he
we're
does it
starting-
a lot of in Afghani and Spanish.
We haven't gotten to Afghani yet. We're starting with Spanish and English.
Gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
awesome. So let's talk about the worldwide expansion. I mean, where you guys at right now, and how many clubs, and where do you see the 2025, 2026 expansion?
Yeah, so we just launched the camera here.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can demonstrate it.
Yeah. So we wanted to build something that wasn't like a security camera. Like most of the cameras that we were seeing on courts were like CCTV cameras
Yeah.
that don't look very sexy. We wanted to build something that was like, unique and kind of spacey.
Yeah.
So
Should put some eyes on it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So actually our camera designer, he previously was the lead designer at a company that is very successful in soccer. So they built an AI camera in soccer that is in, I think like 30% of soccer clubs worldwide. It's called VIO. So he came on board and designed this with us.
And how do you deal with the weather? I mean, especially with heat.
Yeah, I mean it has a cooling system.
Cooling system
It's-
does
it's,
fans, everything,
yeah.
right? Right.
So let me. You didn't finish explaining when he was asking you about the connection. So it's a 1080, but it has to be wired, right?
So how do you deal with places that don't have good internet service?
I mean,
Are
there's
they
like a
required to do
minimum
that?
threshold, obviously. So like the minimum that this camera needs is 8 megabits per second. Obviously, if you have 10 courts, then you need more bandwidth. You need
Right.
probably 80 megabits per
Upload,
second.
right?
Yeah, upload.
And it has to be wired. It's not
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
yeah.
We can do Wi-Fi, but like we would always recommend doing wiring just for
And you
reliability.
do all that installation. That's what you guys do that, or do they have to?
No,
find
they
somebody?
do the wiring.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah. So generally, like people,
It's
you
not
can
too
buy
difficult.
long cables
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
too
that difficult to
Well,
set
for
up
him
yourself.
it would be. He has no idea. He'll probably put a regular telephone line.
Yeah.
So
So it has to be 8 megabits per cord per
per second. Yeah.
second,
Upload speed.
and
yeah.
then it's a 1080 It's a 1080.
Yeah, and you can stream. So like whenever you're recording, you can stream also to
And
to your family at home.
how does it cover it? Because I know,
Yeah,
I've done this before. This is where I kind of started. Really, it's just funny that you're bringing this. This is amazing. All the stuff that I kind of 5 years ago was doing, but we didn't have the technology in AI. So I was recording. I had my separate audio. I had the camera there.
Oh, no way.
Certain area recording the USPAs. I was going back editing, doing the highlights, putting out. So I was doing all of that. I was doing all of that
manually.
all manually because there's no AI back then.
The best part, for free.
Yeah, for free. Yeah, that's how.
For the love
how it started.
for the love of paddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I started the YouTube channel. I was doing a lot of that. People love the highlights, the trick shots.
Yeah,
So, I'm writing down the times. So that way it'll take less time editing. But we started, we started getting some of the cameras in, but the quality just wasn't there. And then I was able to get the right lens to match, so it doesn't look too wide, but it covers the majority of it. And now I see a lot of companies, and you get a lot of them that are way too wide, so it looks a little distorted because they want to cover everything. And then the farther you go, obviously, you don't see those details. How are you overcoming that?
I mean, it's a hard challenge, right? So like when we were designing this, we were looking at what we tested out a bunch of lenses, and how do we cover the court in the best possible way. So this camera, it mounts on top of the fence, and that was really a decision that we made in order to be able to fit on any court, because sometimes you don't have space behind the court.
Yeah.
So this camera will fit on any court, but then lens-wise, you see a lot of cameras that have fisheye lens and too much distortion.
Yeah.
Then we also see some cameras that record from basically the service line and forward, and then you're missing so much of the gameplay, right? So we wanted to find a compromise in between those, so we don't have any fisheye. We do record from roughly 3 feet from the back wall and then forward. Yeah.
So you don't see the corners.
We don't see the corners, but I would say we probably capture around 99% of all shots, because most of the game is like...
So do you give an option for the club to put a second camera to cover both? And your AI can obviously change camera shots when they do the highlight?
We don't do that yet. We are thinking about adding a second camera for AI purposes in order to track score, actually. So automating score would require that we have a full view of the court. We don't do that currently. Sure. Scoring, you need sort of probably 99% plus accuracy on detecting whether something was a winner or an error. Right. What we can get with one camera is something more like 95%.
So where do you see the future in this, for improvements? Because believe me, when I started, it was, tough. And then you start seeing a little bit, companies like that, but they're it's starting to get better and better. And then with AI, even better. Yeah. So where do you see it? Do you see at one point it being like a real production, like what you see, let's just say, in the Premiere or Real Professionals? Do you think it can get to that point?
Yeah. So,
That's awesome.
I have several sources of inspiration when I think about the future. One is I look at, Wimbledon Center Court, the production level that they have there. And I believe that's going to be automated. Yeah. And you can put it on any court. Yeah. So one of the things that we were thinking about, how do we add more cameras? How do we capture the type of content that, an influencer videographer would be capturing for people? And obviously generating all the data that, say IBM is generating for the Grand Slams in tennis. So both the data and coaching aspect, and then the sort of automated production of a game. So that's where we want to go. Obviously, it's step by step.
How far do you think we have for that? 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, I think within that time frame, a lot can happen. The amount of stuff that we have achieved in 1 year,
right?
From optimizing compute to running cheaper to running faster. You know, like a year ago we were not real time, so it was like an experience where you recorded your game, then you had to wait 2 hours to get like a highlight, and it's like you need
Wasn't
like
efficient. Efficient.
Exactly. You like a consumer is just so
They want it now.
Exactly. You want
like a-
everything
So,
immediately.
And from the point of view of the consumer, can you upload these highlights to your social media? So tell us a little bit about those extra goodies that you can do.
Yeah, so that's one of the sort of features that we're, trying to create a really good experience around is you get a highlight, which is the best moments that you had on court in those 90 minutes and, you know, the stuff that you want to share with your friends and family. So just having like a very easy way to share it directly to Instagram or whatever. So that's something that we're doing. And that's obviously also something that is great for clubs if they can get people to share content from their courts. So that's like
Of course, it's a good marketing thing for them.
Yeah.
100%, because they would strategically put the name of their, of the club on the net or somewhere where when you're looking at the video, that's what you see.
We actually also offer them to include logos on the video, so they can, you can put the club's logo on the video, so when people share,
It's free
it
marketing
gets
for them.
promoted. Yeah. Or if you have a title sponsor, you can do that.
And so besides social media, is this record? Let's say now I'm a club owner. I want to see who's playing in court number 2. Mm-hmm. Do I have access to that camera to see who's playing live or not?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah, so as a club owner or a manager, you have a dashboard where you can manage your cameras. You can, see the live streams of any camera.
Oh, okay. So you're also recording in case, I don't know, somebody runs against a glass and breaks the glass or something like that. I mean, do you record those things from the liability?
That's a good part. Liability issues, right?
Oh,
yeah.
So
I hadn't thought about
this
that.
is going to be helpful for clubs.
Yeah.
People fall, and there's probably more. I would say it could be more fraud than the reality.
Yeah.
So it would clarify if they fell
So,
because
but
of
this-
that, or just
Is it
because-
recording live all the time, the 90 minutes, or?
It only records when it's scheduled to record. So that's either when a booking system schedules it to record or when a user starts a recording.
And on the back end, the owner or the manager of the club can have access to that court to see, I don't know, I'm home, or let's say...
You have access to all the content, all live stream. You can also have it record all day if you want.
A lot of the things that happens, which I think it's here in Florida, it rains a lot. So, we're at home. Okay,
Is it raining?
is it raining? I mean, should I,
Yeah.
call off or, cancel all the reservations? Do I have access to that live on the minute?
Yeah.
Because he has to deal with that. He gets probably a million
Yes.
messages when it rains.
Is it raining?
You deal with it, man.
I mean, it could be raining in Brickell or in South Miami, but it's not at Ultra, or it's
Yeah.
raining at
That's
Ultra and
Florida.
not somewhere else. So,
Yeah.
or,
That's Florida, man. It's crazy like that.
So, but you have access to that too. So I think that's another perk.
And have you, with owners, have you had a pushback on maybe not getting it because they're concerned about somebody gets injured or anything, And then obviously there's a video of that there, or not really?
No, I don't
really.
think so.
That's good.
So tell us about your expansion. So in what class are you now, and where, what's coming?
Yeah, so we're, we launched this just in January of this year. So it's, been a great few months. We're, I think, in around 15 countries right now on all continents. Not Antarctica, but not yet. But otherwise, yes. 100 plus courts already. We're hoping to reach 1,000 courts next year.
And what other sports? Badminton, of course.
Right now, the camera is only for paddle.
Oh,
We
okay.
have a back-end AI engine that works for badminton,
Okay.
but
Oh.
we would probably launch a camera for tennis, badminton,
All the racket
pickleball.
sports, pretty much.
Yeah.
What clubs are you here in the United States?
So Ultra, we are integrated with Ultra on all their courts. Then we have Epic Paddle, which is a new club that's opening.
It's already
in
open in
Sawgrass,
Sawgrass, right?
Indoor.
That one? Indoors?
The Sawgrass one?
Is it already open? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have cameras. I
Okay,
don't think
cool.
they've put them up yet, but
Okay.
so we're integrating with their custom booking system as well.
Nice.
Then there's a Paddle 9 in San Diego and Bay Paddle in San Francisco.
And then when you say integrated with the core reservations, meaning that now Ultra is switching to Playtomic. So you're going to be integrated on Playtomic, that option to record, the games.
So I'm not completely sure how it's going to work with Playtomic,
Okay.
but they have some way of
Adding that feature.
triggering recordings based on the bookings.
Okay.
We don't work directly with Playtomic.
And on the something interesting to find out. I mean, on the 15 countries that you said, where do you see the growth of paddle? Where the eyes are going, or the quotes? Or,
Yeah, so I mean, it's really cool to see paddle growing in so many places, and also some places that to me were surprising. So we're getting a lot of inbound from, for instance, Southeast Asia, so Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. So we already have cameras in Indonesia, and we're also getting a lot of inbound from obviously like the Gulf states, Dubai and Qatar. They have had a history with paddle for some years, but now also like Jordan and some of these other
Really?
Arab countries
Wow.
are growing a lot. So like some really nice facilities being built there, and South Africa.
All there is that,
Yeah.
we
Well,
hit a lot.
you
Yeah.
guys know.
We're just confirming that,
Yeah.
we see the traffic on our website.
And then obviously the
so-
U.S.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the U.S. for us is really
It's the
interesting.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah. The few for the
That's
future.
super interesting. Well, anything else that you want to add, or
No, just check us out and.
so for our viewers and listeners, what is the website and where can they find more information?
So you can find out anything about us on clutchapp.io, and you can reach out to us there if you're interested in talking to us.